Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. This is issue 87. Today is fitting out the rest of the interior roof panel. This kit may not look like a whole lot, but there's quite a few pieces, 19 total screws, 5 LEDs, plus we're going to be installing it into the car itself. There's quite a bit going on here, so I'm going to get started. This episode may run a little long, hopefully not too bad. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is bring in the roof section from last time, and as I said, I did put a sticker on the emergency light there so that it actually has a label. So, first thing is to take the large control panel, and I believe all of these are going to light up. They're made of clear plastic, painted, and I believe these are going to go over LED holes, and that's going to be 3 of the LEDs today are lighting these up. So, I'm going to orient it this way. This goes over an LED spot here, and is affixed with 2 GP screws. Okay. So we get that. The next 2 are the same piece. There's 2 of them. Small little control panels there. Clearly the same thing. These are going to go just inboard of that previous one. They're going to be held on with 1 GP screw each. Okay, so we have those 2 panels there. Now we have the keypad, and this has a pin on one corner that will make sure it is aligned the way they want it. And that will be secured with 1 BP screw, which means we're 5 screws in and 2 types of screws down. Okay, so we got 1 in place. These are actually on little pivots. And I was terrified that I just broken this a second ago, but these actually pivot, so you can adjust it and then it could tilt. I don't know why that is, because this design absolutely does not lend itself to like flipping the sun visor to any other position, but there it is. So it does work. I've kind of pre-straightened out the other one now that I understand that they rotate. And it's the same process for the other one, 2 more IP screws, so I'm going to take care of that. Okay, so we have 2 sun visors installed. Those are the brackets here holding them in place. Next up is some LEDs. So there is a two LED kits or sets come with this. One is orange and green and has 2 bulbs on 1 lead. One is black and green and has 3 bulbs, all on slightly different length runs. So we're starting with that one, all 3. And these go into the dome light, the large control panel, and I think it's the keypad. And then they want me to put pieces of tape over them to hold them in place. This is basically electrical tape that they've given me. Much better than the clear dot stickers they used in some earlier stuff. And again, it looks like they molded this with the intention of using more of those kind of clip things, but they're saying, nah, put tape on it. That will hold it in place. And then it's all going to be, you know, stuck to the underside of the car, so of course that will hold it in place. And this doesn't need to be super secure because, again, once this is installed in, you know, the next few minutes, this will all be pressed up against the interior of the car roof and it won't be able to go anywhere. So the next thing is to take both of the wires that I have sticking out now and thread them through where they're going to be secured, which is just in the back here under my finger. These are going to be attached with one of those cable clips, and that will be held in with an IP screw. I believe this is the last plastic screw for today. So we have our LEDs all taped in and secured back here. Now we need to bring in the car, or at least the outer car. So the first thing with the outer car that they want to do is to take that orange and green and run 2 LEDs out the roof. Okay, so we've fished these LEDs through to the roof. They want to bend them over about where these 2 holes are and just tape them down for safekeeping. These are going to get covered up by something in the future. I believe the tape will even be removed at that stage. But the wiring needs to be in place, so these have to go on now. Okay, so now is what is to me the slightly scary part of getting all the wires out of the way. And yeah, we're gonna bring in this interior roof panel. Gotta be careful not to damage the front mirror. Just make sure all the wires are coming out of the middle. And this gets 2 kinds of screws to hold it all in place. Starting with NM screws, we're going to fill in all the stuff in the actual roof, and then we're going to switch to another one for the front pillars. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 NM screws to start with. Okay, it would definitely be an understatement to say that that was a little bit nerve-wracking, particularly getting these back screws in around the yellow and rather orange and white wires was a real pain. Ultimately, that's together now, so that's good. The last two screws are BM screws. They're going to go up here in the front corners. I'm noticing that this hole's not even properly. There we go. Staked out. Now I may come back in the future and put those gray stickers for the seat backs over the holes here. I think I have some extras. And it certainly seems like a good use of those to me. Might even be intentional. But with those last two screws in place, that is the complete issue 87. Stay tuned, because next time we're up to 88. And yeah, that's 88 miles per hour, issues per kit, something. Yep. So check that out. Stay tuned. Click on the cat to subscribe. Check out those playlists for any episodes you might have missed. Have a good one, guys.